Welcome everybody, my name is Adam Harris from Trade with Precision and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. So let's have a quick overview of what's going on in the markets and where the best trends are at the moment. So starting off here with euro dollar on the daily, you can see we do have an uptrend in play already. It's approaching some soft resistance, but that trend is very much intact. If we move across and have a look at cable, sterling against the US dollar, you can see we have a similar uptrend as well, and price currently looking relatively bullish as it continues to head up towards resistance around 1.2634. Now, if we go and have a look at gold, we can see gold itself is also in an uptrend. What I like about this is I can see we have the 50 simple moving average, the 10 and 20 about to swap over so that we get a very similar type of structure that we see here in the past. So this is looking nice and bullish at the moment and continuing to head up towards that 2,375, 2,400 level. Then if we have a look at crude oil is not really going anywhere at the moment. It is still stuck within a larger downtrend, but it seems to be consolidating or going sideways where it is currently. Okay, so no strong trend in play either way. Quite interesting. In fact, when we look at previously had a really nice uptrend, then moved into a downtrend, and it appears to be finding and testing support where it is now. Have a look at the Dow. So the Dow has had a really nice correction on the weekly. So I'm talking about it on the weekly because the bigger picture is really what helps us when we look at the global indices. We've had a really nice retracement with regards to the previous leg up, and so this is looking nice and bullish. My expectation for now is to see this continue to move up to the old highs, toward the old highs. Look at the S&P 500 as well. Let's just zoom out a bit here. This is the daily. Daily almost already at the previous highs, but also looking very nice and healthy. We've had a minor little bit of a pullback here on the daily. You can see that the 50, 20, and 10 almost in this similar formation as well. That's often what happens once the trend becomes established, and so it looks pretty good over there, looking relatively healthy, but I'm always cautious as we approach those old highs. Then we've got the NASDAQ going straight up, very bullish, back in towards this level of resistance. My expectation is there might possibly be some reaction against those previous levels of resistance. We might get a bit of a reaction, but I think that the trend so far is looking healthy and intact. And at this time, my expectation is that price will continue up through those. Looking at the FTSE, the FTSE is on fire. There's no other way to put it. It is just heading straight up, looking very, very bullish. To my mind, it is due for a bit of a correction. Let's have a look at it on the daily. I'd love to see a bit of a retracement to pull back into the moving averages. And but overall, the momentum of this market looking nice and bullish. And here we have the German DAX. Same thing again. It's already had a very nice pullback retracement into the moving averages and is continuing upwards to the upside. Also very nice and bullish. So we've got this bullishness that's in the US as well, in the UK as well as in Europe. Let's go and compare this to the other side of the world. Let's see how the Antipodeans are doing. So this is the Aussie 200, and you can see here we've come back, we've tested support. So this is a beautiful double bottom, which in itself is a bullish signal, but it's actually occurring within an uptrend. So it's very nice. It gets an extra tick in the box there. Looking good. For now, my expectation is, again, that this should continue to the upside. All right, the MACD and the RSI also trending very nicely. Some good convergence there, so that looks good. Let's have a look at Tesla. So Tesla's downtrend for now is still relatively intact. It's still looking somewhat weak. We've had a good bounce off support, but for now, as I said, my expectation is that this will continue down until either we see a break of, ideally this break here, we see a break and a close above that, solidly above that 200 level. Until then, my expectation is it will continue down. NVDA also having had a really nice pullback and also looking particularly bullish today. So for now, again, my expectation also, we will see this continue to head higher. And then we've got Amazon, which is the last of the sort of equities that we're having a look at on the list today. Also looking good. Sort of just tinkering and testing the line there with its all-time highs, but that also looking particularly healthy. So no real concerns for me now. I think it really just wants to see if it can break through. So there's a bit of a battle going on here between the bulls and the bears, but I think the bulls will ultimately win out. And then let's have a look and see how cryptos are doing. So Bitcoin experiencing a nice correction, very similar to what we've seen in some of the previous charts with regards to, say, the indices. And we can see here we've had a good pullback. We're in a really nice area here for it to find support and then take another run at these highs. So just while we wait and see what's going to happen here, I'm going to give it a few more days, but my expectation is if we can produce a nice strong bullish candle here, we'll see it work its way back up towards these highs. And that is it from me. I want to wish you a fantastic week. Remember, be sensible and manage your risk appropriately.